Women are raped and brutalized. Priests disemboweled. Aristocrats hacked to pieces. In a primeval slaughter, more than 1,600 are left dead in a matter of days.
What do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Whoa!
Hey! Listen, cut his mic.
No, that's
shut up.
No,
you had your 35 minutes. Shut up. And it is our duty as loyal Americans to shut up and shut up publicly. We expect every American to support our military, and if they can't do that, to shut up. So you keep your mouth shut.
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
Everybody uses propaganda.
Oh, no, not everybody, Chuck. I've been studying it for some years. Propaganda made this picture. Propaganda skillfully employed to turn millions of men to a cruel hatred of their fellow men. On the other hand, propaganda often persuades us to help our fellow men. The products of our factories are also known around the world through propaganda in the form of advertising and salesmanship. The study of history reveals a great deal of propaganda that has been used to fight wars and win wars. Propaganda can also be used for peace. So you see, Chuck, propaganda is important.
Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube.
When their enemies were at the gates, the Romans would suspend democracy and appoint one man to protect the city. And it wasn't considered an honor, it was considered a public service.
Harvey, the last man that they appointed to protect the Republic was named Caesar, and he never gave up his power.
The only thing we can be sure of about the future is that it will be absolutely fantastic.
We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars, but we won't. We're slowly learning that fact.
Man, none of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs.
Here, I've listed some of the main ones. Glittering generalities, transfer, name-calling, card stacking, testimonial, plain folks, and bandwagon.
This instrument can teach. It can illuminate, and yes, it can even inspire. But it can do so only to the extent that humans are determined to use it towards those ends.
This is just yet another example of the political correct police in action. They learned years ago, when you control the language, you control the argument.
Critch's totem pole of political correctness. Now, at the bottom, we have white people. You can say whatever you want about white people. Trailer trash, hicks, racist, doesn't matter, because we've got it pretty easy.
I want to see something traditional that a sculptor has done, something I can understand, before he gets a license to do this.